All right, good evening, everybody. Thanks for being here. It is December 22nd, 2025. This is a meeting of the Mayor and Council of Princeton, New Jersey. Madam Deputy Clerk, could you read the meeting statement, please?
Notice of this meeting was provided in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act and state regulations governing public meetings, including the time, date, and location of the meeting, and clear and concise instructions to the public for accessing the meeting and making comments. In addition, the agenda and all related materials were posted electronically and made available to the public on Princeton's meeting portal in advance of the meeting.
Thank you. Leticia's going to do the land acknowledgement for us tonight.
Yes, thank you. We gather today on the land of the Lenni Lenape. As members of the Princeton community, we aspire to show appreciation, respect, and concern for all peoples and our environment. We honor the Lenape and other indigenous caretakers of these lands and waters, the elders who lived here before, the indigenous today, and the generations to come.
Thank you. Who have roll call, please?
Mr. McDonald?
Here.
Ms. Perrone-Lambros?
Here.
Mr. Cohen?
Here.
Ms. Sachs?
Here.
Ms. Fraga?
Here.
Mr. Newland?
Here.
Mayor Freda?
Here. All right, if you'd like to and if you're able, if you'd stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, we have 4 sets of minutes to approve. Thank you, Leticia. We're moving those in block. Brian's got the second. Any questions or comments on those? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Next up, council announcements. Michelle, was that a hand up?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you. Just an announcement regarding the municipal transit system we had put out for a community input. We got dozens of great ideas to name the bus routes. We came up with and settled on, there was one that said Tiger Loop, so we tweaked that slightly and made it the Princeton Loop. So we settled on the Princeton Loop, and we're hoping to have a graphic design to show the public and council in the very near future. Thank you.
Okay. Other council announcements or reports? Okay, great. I'm not going to force any. I'm sorry. Oh, I missed that. Leighton.
Just encouraging people to shop local, dine local, be local. Thank you.
Thanks, Leighton. Okay. Anything at the table before we get to the police report? Okay. Chief?
Thank you, Mayor and members of council. This evening, I am presenting the Princeton Police Department November monthly report. As we move through the holiday season, I would like to take a moment to highlight several of the community-based initiatives the department participated in during the month of November. First, many members of the police department volunteered their time to serve Thanksgiving dinner to the residents of the Harriet Bryan House. This annual event, held in partnership with the Princeton Community Housing, is something our officers genuinely look forward to each year. It provided an opportunity to share a meal, enjoy meaningful conversation, and give back to members of our community, an especially fitting way to begin the holiday season. Throughout November, the department also collaborated with the Jewish Center of Princeton on a winter coat drive. Dozens of coats were collected and donated to the Princeton Cornerstone Community Kitchen at the Princeton United Methodist Church. These donations will help keep our neighbors warm as they have access to meals, groceries, and other essential services through Cornerstone's outstanding volunteer-driven program. And lastly, Princeton police officers once again participated in the No Shave November. In addition to some creative facial hair, officers raised $1,600, which was then donated to Princeton Human Services to support holiday gift assistance for members of our community and families in need. The Princeton Police Department remains committed to standing with and supporting all members of our community, and we look forward to continuing that commitment as we enter the new year. So with that, I would be happy to answer any questions from Mayor and Council.
Okay. Any questions for the chief? Okay, great. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Next up, Leighton has a proclamation he's going to present.
Thank you, Mayor, fellow council members. It gives me great pleasure to read a proclamation honoring Elizabeth Kim on the occasion of her retirement. Whereas the Municipality of Princeton is proud to recognize Elizabeth Kim, Historic Preservation Officer in the Department of Planning, for her dedication to public service on the occasion of her retirement. And whereas Elizabeth began her career with the former Township of Princeton in April of 2000 in the role of Development Review Official, and whereas Elizabeth transitioned to Land Use Development Review Official after the township and the borough consolidated in 2013, and whereas Elizabeth was promoted to Historic Preservation Officer in 2014, overseeing one of the most active historic preservation commissions in the state of New Jersey, with 21 distinct locally designated historic districts comprising about 1/5 of the parcels in Princeton. And whereas Elizabeth and the Historic Preservation Commission achieved state and national recognition for award-winning projects such as the 1792 Stony Brook Bridge restoration, and whereas Elizabeth's retirement from the Municipality of Princeton will be effective January 1, 2026, and whereas Elizabeth has dedicated 25 years to serving the Municipality of Princeton, and whereas Elizabeth has served the community of Princeton with pride, and upon the occasion of her retirement is deserving of recognition and the highest commendation. Now therefore be it resolved that I, on behalf of Mark Frieda, Mayor of Princeton, and the Council of Princeton, County of Mercer, State of New Jersey, extend the municipality's humble expression of appreciation and sincerest congratulations to Elizabeth Kim. We offer our best wishes for a long, happy, and healthy retirement. Given under my hand and seal this 22nd day of December, Mayor Mark Frieda. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can feel free to sneak out. You don't need to stay for the whole meeting. Okay, all good. I just want to make sure. I don't want you to feel obligated. Okay, next up is another proclamation. I'll read that one, this one. So a proclamation honoring Edwin W. Schmier, Esquire, on the occasion of his retirement. Whereas the municipality of Princeton is proud to recognize Ed, municipal attorney, for his extraordinary dedication to public service on the occasion of his retirement. And whereas Ed was appointed attorney for both the former borough of Princeton and Princeton Township on May 1st, 1980, serving as borough attorney through December 31st, 1983, township attorney through December 31st, 2012, and continuing in service to the Consolidated Municipality of Princeton through March 2014. And whereas through his tenure, Ed served the municipality of Princeton under more than 15 mayors, 6 administrators, and we're not sure, either 7 or 8 municipal clerks, and 7 chiefs of police, providing trusted legal counsel and ensuring continuing stability and excellence in municipal governance. Whereas upon his many accomplishments, Ed played a central and indispensable role in the historic consolidation of Princeton Borough and Princeton Township, providing legal guidance to the Consolidation Study Commission beginning in 2011, developing a clear legal roadmap through an uncertain statutory framework, and resolving the complex legal and operational issues necessary to establish the municipality of Princeton on January 1, 2013. And whereas Ed has dedicated over 33 years to serving the municipality of Princeton, and whereas Ed has served the community of Princeton with pride, and upon the occasion of his retirement is deserving of recognition and the highest commendation. Now therefore be it resolved, I, Mark Frieda, Mayor of Princeton, and the Council of Princeton, County of Mercer, State of New Jersey, extend the municipality's humble expression of appreciation and sincerest congratulations to Ed. We offer our best wishes for a long, happy, and healthy retirement. Thank you. Okay. Next up is a presentation on the triathlon.
That will not be taking place this evening. Mr. Elwood was not able to make it this evening.
Okay. All right, next up then is a presentation of Princeton's 2025 to 2029 Community Forestry Management Plan, and our municipal arborist, Taylor is here to take us through that.
Good evening, Council. Thank you. My name is Taylor Saputer, and I'm the municipal arborist and New Jersey licensed tree expert of Princeton. So this is our 2025 to 2029 Community Forestry Management Plan. So every 5 years, the state of New Jersey requires every municipality, or it's encouraged every municipality to submit their 5-year plan. So before I begin, I just want to say special thanks to our contributors, our Shade Tree Commission. I don't think they get enough credit for the amount of hours that they put in. It's all volunteer hours that they do, and they do a phenomenal job. Like I said, I've been working with them for about 8 years now in my tenure here, and it's been nothing but an enjoyable experience. So I just want to say thank you to them. Our Princeton Environmental Commission, our ad hoc tree canopy committee, thank you, Council. And then finally, Davie Resource Group, our consultant for this project. Just a little background of the CFMP, or the Community Forestry Management Plan. This is a proactive guide and informed management of our urban forests. So they're valid for a 5-year term. This CFMP, or Community Forestry Management Plan, is for 2025 through 2029. Princeton Township has had a CFMP since 2006. The benefits of having a CFMP builds community support and partnerships for our urban forestry initiatives, makes us eligible for state grants, liability and protections, and eligibility for sustainable Jersey points. Princeton's achievements of our last 5-year plan: we completed a partial inventory in 2022. We did a tree canopy assessment completed in 2024. Continued our Tree City USA designation for the 29th year in a row. If anyone's not familiar with that program, it's through the Arbor Day Foundation. There's 5 street signs throughout town, all coming in throughout Montgomery, Lawrenceville, Tree City USA. We've had it for 29 years in a row. We continue to update our tree and shrub ordinance. Microforest creation, if anyone's not familiar. Quarry Park at Spruce Circle, a microforest where about 2,000 plants were installed using the Miyawaki method. I must say that it's been a great experience doing that project, and we've had multiple municipalities reach out to me and our open space manager to really get tips as if they're going to create one for themselves. So it's been a really rewardable experience with that. 45-acre forest restoration in Community Park North. So we just wrapped that up last month. And in 2025, more than 250 street trees were planted all throughout town, focusing on species diversity and that right tree, right place. That's far exceeded our previous goal in the previous plan. Community outreach, one of the biggest components of our CFMP is community outreach. What we continue to do are Arbor Day presentations for all of the 3rd graders in Princeton. Landscaper education with Sustainable Princeton, one of our great partners. Tree giveaways at Community Night and Porch Fest, and then multiple or various social media posts such as the Tree of the Month, tree tips, etc. So the CFMP mission statement: Princeton strives to proactively preserve, enhance, maintain, and grow a sustainable community forest that provides lasting aesthetic, social, cultural, economic, environmental, health benefits while ensuring public safety for all who live and work in the community. We are committed to achieving tree equity across the municipality through thoughtful stewardship of our urban tree canopy, and our goal is to balance sustainable growth with the protection of natural ecosystems, foresting environmental resilience for current and future generations. 2025 to 2029 are objectives and action items. So continue our training and education. I'm proud to say that about 95% of our day-to-day tree work is accomplished with our in-house tree crew. We're one of the few municipalities that can say this. I can't say enough of the staff that works under me. The amount of training that we do internally and externally really makes one, I can honestly say, one of the best crews in New Jersey. Community forestry ordinance, to continue to work on that as best management practices develop. Tree resource management, community and capacity, and finally, disaster planning, partnering with our police force and our emergency majesty team. Our recommended action items for this new plan: strengthen stream buffers, prepare and complete a green streets policy, one of our council goals. Continue to street tree plant. This goal is at least 1,500 trees throughout our capital contracts. Continue to acquire open space parcels. Maintain our Tree City USA designation. Prepare a more thorough debris management plan, and then support the preparation of wildfire protection and evacuation plan. So finally, our next steps, we'll be submitting our 5-year program to the state this week in preparation for the 2025 annual reports for Mayor and Council, Tree City USA, and the New Jersey Urban and Community Forestry Yearly Plan that goes directly to the DEP.
Okay. There was quite a long, more detailed information and everything attached in the agenda, which we're not going to read page by page, but hopefully everybody has taken a look at it. I know this isn't the first time that the governing body's had a chance to take a look at this. Comments or questions for Taylor on this? First off, Taylor, thank you.
Yep.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
And it is pretty amazing all we're doing. David.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment that I got an unexpected email from my brother-in-law who teaches environmental science at Yale, sharing an article about our microforest, which apparently is incredibly innovative in the U.S. You know, these are things that have been done, I guess it started in Japan and has spread elsewhere around the world, but this is really one of the first implementations in the U.S., so kudos on that.
Thank you.
Brian? Leighton, go ahead. Thanks.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for the microforest at Quarry Park, and also thank you for the difference it's made on my street in general, on Birch Avenue in Princeton. We have a lot more trees that are dotting the landscape, and it is welcome. So just want to say thanks, not just for the Birch Avenue, but for the whole Witherspoon Jackson neighborhood, and for all the neighborhoods in Princeton that, you know, needed trees, and that was identified through the research and the data that you guys did, and you planted them. That's beautiful work, and it's much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leighton. Brian?
Yes, I also want to add my thanks to Taylor and to the Shade Tree Commission and the Environmental Commission, but especially to the Shade Tree Commission. I'll have more to say about them in a few moments. But this plan represents a lot of hard work. The two commissions really dug in deeply and made what was going to be a very good plan, an excellent plan. And I commend it to all of you. It's not that long. It reads very well, and there's a lot of interesting information and a lot to be learned. And so, thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, all the detail and all the information that's in there. I mean, it is good reading. Anybody else? Janet Stern, I think you had signed up to talk. Did you want to talk about this or something else? Okay, the ordinance, sorry. I should read what you wrote, I guess, sorry. All right, anybody else commenting on this? All right, and we need to accept this. Is that the proper accept, approve? Yes. Okay. Does somebody want to, Brian, make the motion? Thank you. Mia's got the second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There we go. Thank you. Go plant more trees. Okay, now we have 3 public hearings. The first one is on Ordinance 2519, an ordinance by the Municipality of Princeton regarding tree removal permit requirements and amending Chapters 22 and 10B of the Code of the Township of Princeton, New Jersey, 1968. Is there a motion on that? Thank you, Brian. David's got the second. Comments up here first, and then we'll go to the public. Yeah, Brian.
Yes, I have had the privilege of working with, again, the Environmental Commission and the Shade Tree Commission this year. And it's my first year, but I can't imagine any BCC has dug in more deeply than the Shade Tree Commission on an issue. They've been working on this ordinance for somewhere between 3 and 4 years, and it's fantastic that we're going to have an opportunity to vote on it tonight. It really strengthens how we treat our shade trees in Princeton, and it's a bit stronger than the state recommends, and that's appropriate. And we'll, hope that this really cements Princeton as not just a Tree City, USA, but a very special community in Princeton, in our care of our trees and our shrubs. And I want to recognize 2 members of the Shade Tree Commission in particular who spent an extraordinary amount of time on this, Janet Stern, who's here tonight, and Sandra Chen, who spent really, I don't know how many hours, but again, it's a case where members of a commission can really have an incredibly positive impact on our community, and their work made this ordinance better than it would have been without their hard work and detailed attention. And so thank you to the Shade Tree Commission.
Okay. Any other comments or anything up here? Okay, Janet? And Janet, when you come up, if you just say your name, your address, and in theory, our 3-minute timer might turn on the screen up behind me, maybe. Is that microphone on?
Here he comes.
We're going to, just a second, Janet. It's just, if the microphone doesn't pick you up, then the people on Zoom can't really hear you. So let's just see if we can fix that. Well, I think we might be bringing a replacement microphone out. There we go.
I really appreciate Brian's comments and everybody's concern. I am Janet Stern. I'm a member of the Shade Tree Commission, and the STC urges approval of the updates to the Princeton Trees and Shrubs Commission ordinance, which will render it as strict as the model tree ordinance and thus bring us into state compliance. And for this reason and many other worthwhile changes, the updates need to be approved. Now, I want to speak not as an STC member, but as a resident, because the following remarks are my own. I was disheartened that other provisions in the draft ordinance, researched and crafted by this STC over the past 4 years, were removed. They would have made our ordinance stricter and more effective in counteracting climate crises and building canopy. For example, stricter noticing requirements so that neighbors really do get noticed and then have the opportunity at least to suggest options besides clear-cutting a whole site just so trucks can get on it. Clarifying the enforcement officer's authority to deny tree removal on private property based on the 9 criteria that the EO must currently take into account. The STC revised the criteria to focus on trees' ability to counteract climate crises and canopy depletion, but they were rejected. And I'm still confused by the explanation that since the EO doesn't deny tree removal permits, there's no need to amend the list of criteria that allow him to deny a permit. These provisions were aimed at increasing canopies, so that the planning board meeting last week, I was heartened to hear the concern of members about the canopy, a reflection of its importance in the master plan and CFMP. I was further encouraged by the receptiveness of the council members who attended recent STC meetings, and I really appreciated that, and they agreed to consider the following. 1, an ordinance that would prevent clear-cutting town-wide. Other municipalities have banned it for decades, but in Princeton the practice continues unabated and canopy continues to decline. 2, a review of other towns' stricter tree removal prohibitions, recent court cases that challenged those ordinances and how those cases were decided. 3, adopting into Chapter 22 the elaborate tree protection standards already enumerated in the Land Use Code. Every mature, healthy tree is now considered a community asset, like wetlands. Removing one oak tree radically disrupts an ecosystem of an entire block. And cities around the world are instituting the Public Health 330-300 rule, recognizing the urgency of living near trees. In my 12 years as a member of the STC, I have learned that the trees are the municipality's best weapon against climate crises. Given 100-degree days most summers, their numerous benefits should make them the first thought, not the afterthought. Princeton's biannual planning program and replacement tree requirements make me very proud. And in 25 years, if I'm still here, I will be grateful. But new trees generally have only a 50% survival rate. How they will fare in predicted droughts, we need to meet the climate moment now. Planting saplings won't save us. They can't compensate for or justify cutting down mature trees. I plead with you to seek bold but urgent solutions town-wide. Princeton loves its trees, but our legacy depends on tirelessly protecting them. And thank you so much for your concern.
Thank you, Janet. Any other public comment from anybody in the room? Okay. Anybody on Zoom that has a comment on this? All right, seeing no hands up, I'll close the public hearing and ask for a roll call vote.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Ms. Perrone-Lambros?
Yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Ms. Sachs?
Yes.
Ms. Fraga?
Yes.
Mr. Newland?
Yes.
Okay, next up is ordinance 2521, an ordinance by the Municipality of Princeton updating certain lane use reservations and amending Chapter 11 of the Code of the Township of Princeton, New Jersey, 1968. If someone would move that, thank you, David. And Michelle has the second. Questions, comments, whatever from the group up here? David?
Yeah, it's just comment that this amendment is a minor change to correct a confusing situation that drivers have encountered southbound on North Harrison when they reach Terhune Road. It used to be you could go straight from 2 lanes, but now if you go straight from one of those 2 lanes, you end up in the bike lane. So the turn indications on the roadway are going to be changed to clarify that, and I think it's a response really to comments from the public and an excellent amendment.
Thanks, David. Any other questions or comments up here? Okay. Anybody in the room that wants to speak to this? All right. Anybody on Zoom that wants to speak to this? All right, seeing no hands up and nobody in the room, I'll close the public hearing. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Ms. Perrone-Lambros?
Yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Ms. Sachs?
Yes.
Ms. Fraga?
Yes.
Mr. Newland?
Yes.
Next up, ordinance 2522, an ordinance of the mayor and council of Princeton concerning salaries and compensation of certain personnel of the municipality of Princeton. Thank you, Leticia. Is there a second? Thank you, Mia. Bernie, do you want to just give a synopsis?
Yes, Mayor, this is an ordinance we typically do at least once a year. It's really housekeeping, mostly to update job titles. For example, in this one, the titles of IT supervisor and network specialist were added. There's a couple others. It also adjusts the salary ranges for the positions. So there's nothing particularly interesting in it, but it is more of a housekeeping than anything.
Yep. Thank you. Okay. Comments, questions, or anything up here? Okay. Anybody in the room? Anybody on Zoom? All right, I'll close the public hearing and ask for a roll call vote.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Ms. Perrone-Lambros?
Yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Ms. Sachs?
Yes.
Ms. Fraga?
Yes.
Mr. Newland?
Yes.
Okay. Next up are resolutions. Resolution 25-410, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton approving police promotions for 2025. Leticia has the motion. Leighton has the second. Questions or comments? I'll say congratulations to all. Seeing no other comments, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution 25-411, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing the award of a professional services agreement to USA Architects for facilities, programming, and conceptual design for various facilities in Princeton, New Jersey, for an amount not to exceed $469,901. Mia's got the motion, Michelle's got the second. Somebody just want to enlighten the public as to what this is?
Thank you, Mayor. So this is a professional service agreement to complete almost 3 phases now. One phase is for programming services to investigate the space needs for public works related to the River Road site, and depending on phase 2, which is an actual analysis of the River Road municipal property to determine its capacity to house public works as well as additional improvements or departments. If there is additional capacity on the site, then in phase 1, there will also be some review of programming needs associated with, I think police were on our list and a couple of other groups. Additionally, there will be work to identify or prepare a phase 2 document related to the site as well, which is an environmental report regarding any potential contamination that might exist. So that is the work that is included in this professional service agreement. The idea will be that all of these tasks are completed in a 90-day term. We will then use the final report to put together a scope of work for construction document preparation, plan preparation, because we are looking to relocate our public works from John Street and Harrison Street to this new facility.
Thank you. Questions, comments up here? All right, seeing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Next up, Resolution 25-412, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing a final change order for the 2024 roadway resurfacing project for how do you say that? Kara something? Huh? Carocha. Thank you. Company in the amount of negative $387,253. Let me just say that again. That was a negative number, which is very unusual for us. Authorizing a final payment of $60,994.56, resulting in a final contract amount of $1,391,323.20, releasing the performance bond and accepting a maintenance bond in the amount of $266,786.43. And David will move that. Brian will second that. Thank you. Deanna or Jim, anything to comment here other than? Okay. I'm sorry. Any comments up here? Questions? No? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
25-413, resolution of the Mayor and Council of Princeton authorizing the award of a contract to SHI International Corp. for OpenGov Virtuo software for $69,305.69, utilizing New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Alliance contract number CK0424-38. And Brian's got the motion, Michelle's got the second. This is just our normal OpenGov contract, or this is in addition to what we use now?
Yeah, no, it's just to renew the software platform. We use it for permitting and licensing, and it's simply to renew it for another year.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution 25-414, resolution of the mayor and council of Princeton authorizing a one-year extension to the contract with Greater Mercer Transportation Management Association, Inc. for transportation services for crosstown for an amount not to exceed $158,000. Mia has the motion, David has the second. Questions or comments? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
25-415, resolution of the mayor and council of Princeton authorizing an agreement with the Princeton Farmers Market for use of Heinz Plaza on specified Thursdays in 2026. Michelle's got the motion, Brian's got the second. Questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
25-416, resolution of the mayor and council of Princeton supporting a regional collaboration led by Montgomery Township for the preparation of a watershed improvement plan for the lower Millstone River watershed. David has the motion, Mia has the second. Questions or comments? It's a great thing. Glad we're part of that. Thank you. All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
25-417, resolution of the mayor and council of Princeton authorizing agreement with Princeton Mobile Food Pantry for temporary use of 237 North Harrison Street. Leticia's got the motion, Layton's got the second. Questions or comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
25-418, resolution of the mayor and council of Princeton authorizing the purchase/renewal of licenses for Microsoft Office 365 from SHI International Corp. for $208,558.06, utilizing New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Alliance contract CK04BC-BID-24-38. Thank you, Layton. David's got the second. Questions or comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution 25-419, resolution of the mayor and council of Princeton authorizing the purchase of tasers from Axon Enterprise LLC for an amount not to exceed $178,320, utilizing New Jersey State Contract 17-Fleet-00738. Thank you, Leticia, for the motion. Michelle's got the second. Questions or comments? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution 25-420, resolution of the mayor and council of Princeton authorizing the purchase of APX 8000 radios from Motorola Solutions for $57,867.30, utilizing New Jersey State Contract 83909. Thank you, Michelle. Leticia's got the second. Questions or comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Next up is the consent agenda. We're paying some bills, and we're approving some transfers. Leticia's got the motion, Brian's got the second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Next up is public comments for items not on the agenda, and Felicia Spitz had signed up. If Felicia, just introduce your name and address.
Felicia Spitz, 5 Hazlitt Avenue. I'm really sad that I have to be here tonight. The lack of support that the Housing Authority has gotten from the municipality is one thing. But I'm speaking here tonight to raise serious governance concerns about the municipality's treatment of the Housing Authority that should matter to every resident of this community. I recently learned that a letter I provided at the request of Council President Sachs was disclosed, that was for closed session, I was told, was disclosed to a third party and is now attached to a tort claim notice seeking $3.7 million in damages from the Housing Authority and the municipality. My letter was submitted by our board attorney for executive session. I reasonably expected that it was confidential. The disclosure occurred without my consent and without notice to or discussion with the PHA Board of Commissioners. This raises serious concerns about OPMA compliance, preservation of privilege, and adherence to basic governance protocols. It also exposes both entities to legal and financial risk. In seeking clarification, I requested information regarding who authorized this disclosure and under what legal authority. To date, the municipality's attorney, Kevin Van Heis, has declined to provide that information, and in all irony, indicated the answer is not available for disclosure, and I quote, "While I recognize that council may be constrained in what can be discussed publicly, the absence of an explanation heightens my concern rather than resolving it. Beyond the legal implications, this raises a broader concern for all residents when materials intended for closed session are disclosed without proper authorization or transparency. When questions about disclosure go unanswered, it undermines confidence in the governing body with its respect to, or lack of respect to, the public trust. Residents expect their public officials and legal representatives to handle sensitive matters lawfully, responsibly, and with appropriate accountability. They do not expect to be sued for close to $4 million as a result of responding to a request from an elected official. I'm not here to litigate facts or to assign blame in public. I'm here to request clarity and corrective action. Specifically, I'm asking Mayor and Council who authorized the disclosure and to identify the legal basis relied upon and outline the steps being taken to prevent a reoccurrence. The municipality and Princeton Housing Authority share a statutory responsibility and a common mission to provide safe, sanitary, and affordable housing. That work depends on trust, on confidentiality, on disciplined adherence to state statutes and oaths of office. When those principles are compromised, both governance and public confidence are affected. I would like a response by the 26th. In absence of a satisfactory response, I'll be forced to seek assistance from the DCA's Office of Local Government Services. Thank you.
Thanks, Felicia. Okay. Any other public comment? Anybody online? Okay. That's the end of the agenda.
Move to adjourn.
Is there a second? Thank you, Michelle. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting is ended. Thank you all.